Hello, this is Carlos from the Church of Christ channel. Please subscribe. Today I want to do another Bible reading, but this is going to be mixed in with a lesson. And it's going to be titled, When Jesus or Yeshua Told Them a Parable to Show That They Should Always Pray and Not Be Discouraged. Okay? This is going to be a Jewish Bible reading. This is Luke chapter 18, okay? And I'll kind of let you know when I'll stop. But I'm just going to read it, kind of give a synopsis on it, okay? Then Yeshua told them a parable to show they should always pray and not be discouraged. He said, and keep this in mind, to tell them that they should always pray and not be discouraged. Okay? Keep your courage when you pray. He said there was a judge in a certain city who neither feared God nor respected people. And you could tell this is a bad judge, because if he doesn't respect God or does he respect people, what is he doing being a judge? What is he doing being in that position? The job that he's holding doesn't entails that he has to respect authority and respect others. Okay? And there was a widow. Now, in Jewish culture, widows were poor. They were destitute. They were at the bottom of the caste system. Okay? And if they didn't have any children, in particular male children, then they didn't have an inheritance, okay? There was a widow in that city who kept coming to him saying, give me justice against my opponent. So the widow was pleading for justice. And he was unwilling at the time, okay? But afterwards he said to himself, now listen to what he said. Although I don't fear God or respect people. Now, at least the judge is being honest about who he is. Okay? He's admitting and taking responsibility for who he is. He said, I don't fear God or I respect people, yet this widow keeps bothering me. See, it wasn't even about trying to help the widow, because he didn't have respect for God or nobody else. But the widow was persistent in talking to him. So I will give her justice so she won't wear me out by her incessant coming. Like, he gave her justice, but it was to get her out of his face. And how many people do we know today would do something is, the right thing, but for the wrong purpose? I'm going to do it so I don't have to see him or her again. No real concern for the person. Because again, when he said it right here, there was a judge in a certain city who neither feared God nor respected people. So he did her justice kind of disrespectfully. Then the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge is saying. Now he asked a question. Won't God do justice for his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night? Okay? And then it goes on to say, will he be slow to help them? I tell you, he will quickly give them justice. But when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth? Okay? So he asked a series of questions. So won't God do justice for his chosen ones who cry to him day and night? Will he be slow to help them? And then he says, I tell you, he will quickly give them justice. But when the Son of Man comes, this is the most important, will he find faith on earth? So when you look at this passage, okay, we know that God is not an unjust judge, okay? God hears us in prayer and that sort of thing, okay? May not answer it all the time when you right away, because God has his timing. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But remember what Yeshua was saying, okay? He told them a parable, okay? Parable come as a Greek word, parabole, which means comparison. Look it up. So he's trying to illustrate that God cares about his people. He wasn't an unjust judge like the judge that did the widow service, but it was just to get her out of his face. Okay? So keep this in mind when you're going through something. Continue to pray to God. Don't be discouraged. God will deliver you in the right time. Okay? And I'm going to stop right here. This is Carlos from the Church of Christ channel signing off.